Welcome back everyone to a new video, or if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. My name is Henry SVTV, and as always I'm coming to you with more gaming content, and today we have a great game to talk about. With 2021 being a strange year for video games, and even though many developers and games have been impacted due to our current working conditions, there's definitely some light in multiple games that are making their way to great releases during this year. While some games still don't have a confirmed release date, there are others that are coming stronger than ever, and Biomutant is definitely one of them. As a matter of fact, Biomutant might be one of the greatest and most anticipated games of this year, and it seems that after its original announcement back in 2017 and about 4 years of development at the time of this recording, we're finally going to be able to enjoy the fascinating universe that has been created by the developers from this exciting game. And I am sure many of you will agree with me when I say that waiting for this title has been worthy, as the end result is nothing but fascinating. But what makes Biomutant possibly one of the greatest games of this year? Well, stay for the complete video because we're going to go over every single aspect of this game. And to start with, this game involves so many elements in one single game that it is even hard to describe it. It is an action RPG open world adventure game where every decision that you take will have a consequence with its decision making system, and along with the karma system in which you will have to be mindful of your actions to build extreme influence over the other tribes on this universe. It is a game that offers a mind-blowing variety of things to customize. It features a mix of martial arts and the usage of numerous weapons ranging from melee weapons to great firepower. Biomutant offers a beautiful but challenging and dangerous universe for you to explore, with the ability to build relationships with NPCs in the game, which can later become your companions to follow you in your adventure. The game will also offer 6 different tribes, which you can basically decide to participate in, but be careful of which tribe you join, as these tribes are divided between one another, and some of them want to save this universe and the other ones are just basically looking after their own interests. Now, are you already interested in this game? If not, maybe the following information can help you decide whether if this game is for you or not. Let's talk about the main story, customization, weapons, and enemies. Now, the main story will take you on a journey to save the Tree of Life, which is the main objective of this game. The world in Biomutant basically has been struck by a supernatural disaster, and lots of poisonous oil is coming up from beneath the surface. The Tree of Life has 5 roots through which it gives life to the whole universe. In order to save the Tree of Life, you, as the main character, will need to go to the end of each root, where aside from the oil, there will be plenty of creatures and a massive boss that you'll have to fight. Now, the 6 tribes that are found in this universe, basically you will need to influence those through the karma system to be able to help you on this journey. And as well, you will have to ally with a tribe and eliminate other tribes in order to grow the power of your allied tribe in the world. Although you can also decide on whether the Tree of Lives is saved without having to murder any of the tribes. That's basically your decision, and that is an interesting part in the decision making in this video game. But anyways, in regards to customization, Biomutant is definitely coming in style, as you will have many options to choose from, literally, to be able to customize your character. If it's not interesting enough, each customization option will impact your character's ability, which are ranging from, you can select whether the sex of your character, the length, body shape and thickness, fur, fangs, and you name it. There are so many attributes that can be tweaked on this game, and all of them will have a direct impact on your statistics. For example, a thicker character is heavier, which makes it slower, but in the end, it will probably resist and deal more damage. The combat system as well will be influenced by these decisions that you will take when creating your character, in which you will probably be able to have a smaller character or someone who is very fast when in combat. Now, in regards to the fighting system, Biomutant centers in a fast-paced combat with kung fu movements and a numerous amount of weapons that can range from melee weapons to projectile weapons, from which we have, slicing, crushing, or piercing weapons from the melee side, whereas for the projectiles you will have shotguns, revolvers, rifles, and more. Interesting to know is that you will be able to collect parts throughout the game and combine them to create new weapons. Each part has its own effect on the statistics of the end product, and the game will feature a variety of affixes including cryogenetic and electrical, which are effective in battle depending whether if you're using cryogenic parts into your weapon, the enemies will be freezed when hit, and so on. You can also combine the power of multiple weapons by switching between different weapons during combat. And finally, you can also use level up points to strengthen your character's abilities or to unlock new attacks. Another way to learn new moves is by interacting with specific characters in each area. Most moves are based on weapons, which can be crafted using the game's weapons crafting system. You will also have the option to alter your abilities by mutations and adding biomechanical body parts, such as attaching robotic legs, wings, claws, which can be used to get various advantages, literally, against certain enemies and certain locations of the map. Now, I guess there is no surprise in this, but as you can customize all of your character's abilities, you will also find a variety of enemies in this world, and each of them will have its own unique strength and weakness, as well as a different environment that you will be able to certainly focus on constantly unlocking new features of your character to be able to beat every boss. Enemies can be seen ranging from small enemies to massive bosses with the sole intention of destroying the Tree of Life and prevent you from saving this beautiful universe. Alright my friends, what do you think of Biomutant? Is this a game that you consider yourself playing once it's released? Let me know in the comments below. Now before you go, I want to kindly ask you to give this one a thumbs up so that we can get to as many people as possible, and if you enjoy this content, consider subscribing and activating all notifications on so that you don't miss any of my future videos, and I will see you on my next one. Goodbye.